Let's see here. I'm back again. So, I know ain't nobody looking at these. The last few videos I put up have 0 views 7 months later. But anyway, for prosperity's sake, I have 600 watts of solar outside the house on the roof. And I've got each of those panels fused at 10 amps each. But I've discovered that Schneider Electric Square D QO series breakers are rated 48 volt DC, 120, 240 volt AC. And if the number on the tab on the switch it correlates from AC and DC. So this is a 48 volt, 30 amp, 2-pole breaker DC. And it's a 240 volt, 30 amp, 2-pole breaker AC. So I've installed that on my feeds coming in. That's feeding my charge controller. And from the last video that nobody watched, I have upgraded from lead acid golf cart batteries to 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate batteries, and 5 of them wired in parallel to a bus bar. So from that video to this video, the batteries have upgraded. The disconnect is in, but I've also installed these 100 amp inline fuses on each battery. What I like about these circuit breakers is they're also disconnects, which is awesome. Any maintenance, repairs, or upgrades I need to make to the system, I can shut that damn thing off and shut all 5 of these off and completely isolate my central equipment, making it easy for me to work on without being attacked by angry pixies. And as I'm applying the mathematics, you know, one of the things I've discovered is that as the system progresses, the wire size increases. So I have a 3500 watt, 12 volt power inverter. Well, when you do the math, 3500 watts at 12 volts, if I'm using this thing at its maximum capacity, I will be drawing 292 amps on this line. Guess what? That number 4 copper will not handle that. I'm good down here. All those lead up into this, but out of that top of that bus bar needs to be 4-aught copper, and I'm going to have to put a 250 amp inline circuit breaker there. Debating on whether or not to try to create my own cables with ring terminals and a crimping tool and just parallel feed that, or tri feed that. But I may end up just getting a 10-foot length of 4-aught copper and putting an inline fuse. And that should be everything. Now, what I've figured, you know, like this is all new. This year and a half has been, or this 2 years has been a complete learning curve. for me. You know, when you look at the tables and the charts and you factor in the numbers, if I changed this system to 24 volt, 36 volt, or a 48 volt, actually if I went to 48 volt, all my wire size is fine, you know, because the amps go way down. You know, you take that same 3500 watts applied to 48 volt, I mean, it's like 83 amps, which that wire would handle. The capacity doesn't change. It's just the heat that can be generated on the lines goes down. So I may do that. I ain't sure yet. Anyway, like I say, this is a work in progress. I know there ain't a soul out there looking at these. Well, whatever. You know, I'm bored. I'm just going to carry on and keep doing it. I might, you know, in a year's time, I might get 25 to 75 views. Not a single like, not a single comment. I'm assuming the whole world thinks I'm a fucking fool, but whatever. You know, I'm a man that ain't got no damn money, so I'm doing the best I can with scraps. And ultimately we'll end up with the same capabilities as somebody that's got $100,000 to invest. So, you know, different strokes for different folks. Yeah. Anyway. Until the next one.